Nah, but we gotta watch who we dealing with. Like for men, y'all gotta make sure what seed. I mean, y'all gotta make sure y'all implanting y'all seed in the correct soil. And us ladies, we gotta make sure we are letting the right kind of seed into our soil because see a lot of us women like me, I'm currently going through this, currently taking accountability of who I picked as my children's father, you know, just currently in that state of forgiving myself, taking accountability that I played a role. I let that kind of seed come over and fertilize my motherfucking soil, and that seed was not good, for my soil. And my soil still needed some healing too. So that's why my soil decided to let that seed do what it do 3 motherfucking times. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, and plant something. But see, what I'm realizing is like it's not the kids that we ever regret because see, the children were already destined to come through us. It's just who the fuck we pick. We be like, damn, I am sorry. I apologize for picking such a shitty ass candidate for y'all, you know, and it's like no, I don't regret my kids. Like I couldn't have it the other way. But ladies, like and men too, like the kids were already destined. You were already destined to have them kids. It's just sometimes it just be who we pick. It be who we pick. So people that don't have kids, ladies, and men, just be careful. I think y'all starting to see when we talk to y'all, when we go to talk to our younger cousins, when we talk to our friends that don't have kids, and when we talk to our younger sisters or things like that, and men, when y'all try to tell y'all younger brothers or cousins or y'all friends that don't have kids, like it can happen to you too. You gotta get to know a person. Get to fucking know a person before you allow them. Just because you're married, you gotta get to know a person through and through. Just don't be having children. Kids ain't gonna keep no nigga, ain't gonna keep no woman. Like it just is what it is. Like a kid is not gonna change shit because if the person is unhealed and it goes both ways, like the shit just is not gonna. It ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. So just when we tell you this, we're not speaking from a bitter place or like as we know it all. And you probably think you got it all figured out in your head, but we are like, I'm tired of even seeing people around me are making the same mistake. I'm pretty sure my mom was like, damn, why did you make the same mistake I did? It's because we think, oh, I'm different, I'm special, or like it's not going to happen to me. But take the time to know you. Take the time to know you because if you're still struggling with childhood trauma and things like that, don't bring no other life into this world because all you're gonna do is inflict that trauma onto that child unless you because a lot of us are unconscious and we are in survival mode and we just living day to day and just going by the day as it is and not stopping and not being still and we don't even realize it that a lot of times we do be acting out of like trauma and that's how like sometimes that's how we deal with our kids and that's what we put on our children when we're not being careful about what seed and what soil we're choosing, So that's just really what I want to say. Like, no, when when we moms that, or fathers get on the internet and talk about how we take care of our children, by ourselves, we're not, complaining, it's just, and we're sharing the story so that others aren't trapped. Others can be aware too. And it was, we all have our own journey. So people out there that think they so fucking perfect, or you should have waited till you married and shit like that. That shit don't mean nothing. Shut the fuck up. I'm tired of hearing all that. Y'all don't understand, like, we all walk different walks and journeys. And honestly, it's the things that we go through sometimes that make us, you know, evolve and gain wisdom and things like that. And not saying that you have to always go through something traumatic or to gain wisdom, but most of the time it's through experience how you learn. So just saying. But I mean, and some of us already come here knowing. So I mean, that's probably why, a lot of y'all have making better decisions than some of us, and that's good. You know what I mean? You got some positive karma on your side. You probably learn. I believe in reincarnation. You probably learned something in the past lifetime, and now here it's like better. You know what I mean? And that's good. And then we all get to that point where we know better. And it just comes from that's why we have to heal. That way our children don't have to go through these things and you know. So because that's what it all boils down to. So just be careful of who you what seed you choosing and what soil you choosing to create that plant, that baby.